Good morning and welcome to the fourth episode of Who, What, Where in Wake Forest. As you know, this is a series of different videos and opportunities to interview the people, the places, and the businesses around our great town and those who support and provide services to Wake Forest. So this morning, I have the great pleasure to be with Brooke of Your Centerpiece, and we're just going to chat about what they do, their business, why they do it, their passion around it, and give you some up close and personal insights. So, good morning, Brooke.
Good morning. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Diane, for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking time. So,
Yes.
Tell me about you and about Your Centerpiece.
Okay. Well, my husband and I have been married for 16 years, and the first part of our marriage was really rough. In fact, just in the first year of marriage, it wasn't working, and so I told him that I was not going to be there when he came back from work, and he said, please, don't go. And he grabbed this book off the shelf. It was the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
So he read this book and had this amazing aha moment, asked me to read it. That was the beginning of our marriage education. So that was 16 years ago.
Wow.
Actually 16 years ago next month.
Wow.
So so we had been married for less than 9 months and just ready to throw in the towel. And I have such a heart for people who are struggling in their marriages because we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward now to 2014, and we incorporated as Your Centerpiece to help marriages thrive.
That's fantastic. That is such a powerful story and a very personal one, so appreciate you sharing that. And so with the launch of this this business, like what are you hoping to accomplish?
Yeah, so we're hoping to strengthen marriages and reduce the divorce rate here in the Triangle.
What is the rate? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so overall nationwide, you hear a lot. It's about 50%.
50%.
We all know the Triangle is a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family, but our divorce rate is just as high here as it is in other states.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what we're trying to do, and we've trained out 84 couples now in our curriculum to be marriage mentors. And research shows that couples who spend 8 to 10 hours preparing for marriage with a mentor or a counselor are 31% more successful in their marriage and less likely to divorce.
31%?
Yes, so you go from a 50% chance to an 81% chance.
Okay, that's a pretty huge shift in statistic. So just by the process of engaging with mentors and getting that education and counseling on the front end,
Yes,
there's evidence to show that kind of incremental, well, not even incremental, pretty dramatic, I'd say.
yeah,
shift.
absolutely. John Gottman, who's a researcher, we love his content as well. He says that couples will struggle in their relationship for 6 years on average before they reach out for help.
Wow.
Can you imagine struggling with a disease in your body like cancer before you go to the doctor?
Right.
Like, that doesn't make sense, but yet in a relationship we'll do that, and we'll put ourselves aside, but it's so toxic when you're building up that resentment. And so we just really want to normalize sitting down and having coffee with somebody else. Even if you've been married for 16 years, 20 years, 40 years, there's this assessment.
Okay, so maybe tell us a little bit more about who you really focus on or help, or who tends to come to you.
Okay, well, for starters, we advertise at these bridal shows because there's hundreds of vendors there, all about the wedding day, but we feel like the marriage is really what's most important, and so we want to help these couples have a good foundation for a lasting marriage. And so we work a lot with the engaged couples, and that's really where we would spend our marketing dollars, is helping them to start well. But word's gotten out, and the assessment that we use is now available for couples who have been married. So we have couples in our program that have been married for 40 years.
Oh, wow.
And have hit a little bump, and they're working with a mentor couple that's been married for 50 years.
That's
And
awesome.
walking them through their assessment and sharing some wisdom from the bumps in the road that they've had. So we do really work with all different married couples. We spend our dollars focusing on preparing couples for marriage. But I am excited because we're coming out with some amazing resources. We have 308, I think, when we tallied them.
Wow.
Phenomenal articles, blogs, podcasts, resources that we're gonna roll out on the website over the next quarter. And so we're very excited about that. And then first quarter of next year, we'll be filming a 4-part video series on cultivating intimacy to red hot monogamy. So it's going to be a really exciting, yeah, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're really excited about the growth and that you all have done to support us so that we can do these projects and support our community, from in-home marriage enrichment to working with another couple to strengthen their relationship.
That's awesome. So where will all these resources be? I know you said on a website. How and who? Can anyone access them, or
Yes.
your membership, or how does that work?
Yeah, so it's all going to be by donation, so it'll be free and available to anybody who's interested.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Huh, that's so cool. All right. All right, well, thanks for tuning in with us today on the Who, What, Where in Wake Forest. And again, this is Brooke with Your Centerpiece. And if you have interest to know more about the services provided, or maybe being in a volunteer capacity, go check out yourcenterpiece.org, and you'll find out a whole lot more. Thanks.
Thank you.